You're a business leader, or you're a founder, or you're an executive, or even you're a director or manager level in a company in any size of a startup. So you're running a company about a mid-sized SMEs or even international company. You're thinking about you want to grow your business and want to take your business towards success. So you need or you want or you're thinking about digital transformation in your company. And to make that thought and idea to an executions need a significant amount of actions and skill set and mindset and culture to get it done. And that will only happen when you really bring the right vibe and in your companies and your leadership teams and your management teams and your the other staffs to strive for. And that can only happen when you set up a digital transformation training for your team. So now in this video, I'm going to give you total 7 things what a digital transformation, true digital transformation training can help you to make your that vision and mission of an idea so your company can take the advantage of this 2020-21 in the which is we call the era of digital technologies, so you can be more powerful and go ahead and become successful. You want that, right? So let's get started.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. Sure. Thank you. So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give a big hand to them?
So number one, so digital transformation, you want to talk about this one, right? You are looking to execute in your company because you want to be successful. You want to make that real transformation, because digital transformation is not about a set of talks or sharing or an idea. It's all start with an idea, but very first thing you need to select about, you need to create the right culture and right tone, and there is a push on that one as well too. It's called a flywheeler effect. In the beginning, you need to put an effort to create the momentum, and when you have the momentum, it's much easier to keep the momentum. It takes a lot less things. So when you have the digital transformation training for your team or even IT team, or you could do it for your or overall the executive team, or you can do it for management level and up team, so that will set the tone and help you to build the culture. So number 2, as you want to build your business and achieve more bigger goals, so you probably running your business model is running on a traditional model. You probably have you running retail, or you're running probably let's say in hospital business, or you're running about in a hotel business. So now you're thinking about doing a digital business. So how the digital business start? Very first thing is about you need to articulate a digital strategy. If you don't build the right strategy, how is it going to happen, and where the strategy come from? Because most of the people in your executives, or let's say in the top executive and CISO director, they don't know about what is the digital technology can actually do. So you need to set the right training for them so they can understand and at least what they should be thinking about. Even you hire a really chief digital officer from on board as a consultant with you, but you still need to understand what this person is capable about and what you should be thinking about. It's not about the chief digital officer or a CIO's mission. Your top executive all need to understand what we are looking to do, and they need to put input to building the strategy, because otherwise the chief digital officer or CIO will not be able to create a very practical, totally executable strategy. Number 3 is internal capability. You really need to boost your internal capability. You probably know the size of the team or the growth of the business or the revenue going on. Most of the time your IT team is led by an IT manager, and that's how it becomes a problem, because an IT manager is looking into doing more about following your orders. They don't have the capability enough to consult you back, tell you that this is not the way to do, and this is the new investment you need to do. Or even sometime as a CEO or a director, you're bringing a new tool and said that, hey, I want to use this one, and they are just happy to put it on and then create you a whole spectrum of problem for your overall business space. So based on your size of the company and and also the revenue model, you probably also thinking about not to bringing up a right executive level, C-suite executive or IT director, which is fine, but you can add more training program in digital technology for your IT manager and IT team and help them to lift up their awareness and understanding of digital technology. So whenever they're even bringing a third-party agency on digital transformation or digital technology builder, they will be able to consult you, they will be able to monitor them, they will be able to see that they're doing the right work. At least they will be able to see and observe and point out is there any big issues. So that's why you need to do the digital transformation training for your IT teams to close the gap, at least reduce the risk of the gap. Normally you always have a big gaps if you have not invested enough in IT and if you do not have a CIO or director of IT in your company. Number 4, the last 5 years of investment. You should be looking at the last 5 years investment. How much money did you put on IT and digital technology? If you have not put 10% of your cost of your total cost of the company in operation in digital technology and IT, that means you have a big gap of where is the present competition and where your company digital technology capability. So there is a big gap into it, and that's the way if you bring the right training, so your IT team and executive team will understand where is the gap about, which gap they should be invest for, which gap they should be close for. So having a consultant or bringing the right training for your team will really help your team to actually find the best possible way to invest and crawl that forward to reduce the gap of investment, so they can bring the right technology so you don't lose the competitive edge moving forward. Number 6, the change management. So whenever you, like an example, you started to do a digital transformation, you bring in new system, you started to integrate, you start to do change management, you do the project management. But one of the key problems most of the digital transformation fail is about not having the right change manager, because it requires a lot of force to make this change happen, because we humans are reluctant to make a change. Even when you are a CEO or you are a director, you are also a human being too. So you're also not really very excited about change over time, because you have to learn a lot of new things, you have to change the way you've been working on. There's some issues of execution, maybe there was a delay over there's a bug in the system, there may be some of the feature is not working. So you have to have the right change management process in end-to-end of your organization to do a true digital transformation. Otherwise, the system and applications will become here and there and will be in a corner, and your organization team will not be able to make the best out of it. Secondly, if it's really been implemented without a proper change management, even if it's implemented, you will see there will be fragmented user, and some place of the organization using it, some are not using it. Some part, even the transformation could even lead to a wrong investment as well too. So that's why you should be having a proper change management training in your digital transformation roadmap for your team. Number 7, a digital technology transformations will really help you to adopt new technology in your company. Let's say in digital transformation is not just about one sort of transformations and then you build up one time but it's done, because it's like a roadmap. Your digital transformation works as a roadmap, right? So, and you put it on to different level of investment and you generate revenue, because your business is an ongoing process. So as it is an ongoing process, you will not be able to invest so much, inject money on the transformation, because your business needs to return back ROI, the cost to fund those transformation as a wave after wave. So in that wave of some time, you will always be exposed to change, and many of the changes will be about new technology adaptation. And when the new technology adaptation coming into the play, and that's the time your team, leadership team, executive team, and an IT team need to have the right capability to assess the technology to adopt this one too. Even like example, when you're bringing agency or consultant or even a tech system provider, they come, their main mission is to sell you the system. Their mission is to just give you the system and sign the contract and provide you and sell you more licensing and so other thing, which is nothing wrong, bad, because that's why they have been designed for, because the sales team are looking to sell the product. So from your side, that you need to have a right trained, skilled people in your team to really adopt the system, plus also assess when you do the proper procurement of those system as well too. So you will be able to understand how much really true investment you're making. You'll be able to understand that how much true cost of purchasing that system. Is it money? Is it the process? The cost of the people, the workload of the people, and also depends how much data you are giving to them as well, so as an access on your organization too. So all these things need to be properly assessed. So that's why you need to have a proper digital transformation training for your team. So now, if you are a CEO or director or executives or an IT manager or IT director or CIO, you're thinking about that doing a proper digital transformation for your company, these are the 7 reasons you should be doing a proper digital transformation training for your team. If you have any particular question about digital transformation or you need more support from us and advices, go ahead and comment below in the video. I'd love to give you an advice and support you on that one or two. So here we go. It's 2021 and you are really pushing forward to building the next generation company who will sustain and keep growing and developing and bringing more revenue. You want that, right? So digital transformation is the only way to go. But again, I tell you, digital transformation is not about just talking and listening and adopting some systems, but is a whole strategic upshift to prepare the company ready for the new era. Good luck, and I would like to say all the best, and I'm sure that your company is striving for it.